2, 1, 2. Testing 1.
Hello.
Sibilance. Sibilance.
I feel like I
Red
can't
leather,
get close
yellow
enough to
leather,
the
right?
table.
Red leather, yellow leather. Lion face.
Watermelon.
Lemon face.
Don't leave now.
Watermelon.
We just got here.
Come on, Russell, we just started.
That's why he's leaving.
You get called out by name.
I'm glad that's all it takes. All right. How's everybody doing at PopCon this afternoon?
Good.
Good.
Glad you're all doing well. Glad you're all doing well.
Look at all those shiny faces. Like
I
the
know.
seats are full here
That's
at the
awesome.
podcast stage for PopCon 2026.
That's
Not
awesome.
a single open seat.
Not one.
Not
we
one.
are
We are.
we are sold out, packed out
And no one knows
for our
anything.
live podcast here at PopCon 2026. Okay.
I think I failed my bluff check.
Well, welcome everybody to another episode of The Established Facts. We are the Established Facts podcast. If we weren't, we'd be lying to you. We'd be a different podcast.
Right, that's true.
Yeah. So, we are a roundtable discussion style podcast. We talk about all things gaming.
Table is a rectangle.
It is a rectangle. That is true. We are a rectangle discussion style podcast that likes 90-degree angles, but also we like round tables too. So on this episode of The Established Facts, we're going to talk about tables and carpentry. No, not really.
What, like random encounter tables?
Brandon, yes. Yeah, and treasure tables and
We're not.
rolling dice, and no, we're not. No.
Dinner tables.
That's right. For those of you who have never joined us or listened to us on The Established Facts, we enjoy talking about all things gaming. It might be board game related. It may be TTRPG or tabletop role-playing game oriented. It may even be video games that we're discussing. Today, I would like to talk a little bit about real-life occupations and how they might translate into a role-play setting. So, for example, what sort of role would someone have in an adventuring party if their occupation was a veterinarian, or if their
Druid.
occupation was a right? So we're going to talk about that, have some fun, just throwing out some different ideas, and build a discussion off of that. But before we do that, I'd like to start down at the far end of the table here, to my left, your right, and introduce our panel. Who do we have here?
Hi, I'm Lance.
I'm Avital.
I'm Big Don, your host.
And this is Josh.
That's right. That's right. And again, thank you guys so much for joining us. This is always a special time for us, our PopCon episode. We love PopCon. It is one of our favorite events throughout the year to come to and to contribute to. So we hope that you have a good time, not just here at our recording, but also at the overall convention. Make sure you get a chance to see lots of things, support lots of artists and cosplayers and celebrity guests that are here, as well as the vendors that are here. There's lots of good stuff to do. Now, all of that being said, let's talk a little bit about this discussion concept. So the idea is you work X job, and that translates into Y hero class.
Druid.
And then justify it, right? So the example I gave earlier was veterinarian. Lance thinks druid. Does anybody have a different opinion on someone who might be a veterinarian? Would they fall into a druid class? And then what would make them, I don't know, what makes them set apart being a veterinarian as a druid? What kind of qualifies them for that role?
In my opinion, the druid focuses more on all of nature, not just the human aspect of it that the clerics would focus more on. They do have healing spells. They do have ways to calm animals that some of the other classes just don't.
Okay. All right. I feel like that's a good justification.
Think it makes sense?
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Let's see. Joshy,
Yes.
give me an occupation. Let's see if we can justify it in a RP setting.
I think a police officer is a paladin.
Police officer is a paladin. Okay. Explain.
Okay, so particularly most paladins have some sort of edict, an anathema in your Pathfinder Second Edition, some sort of obviously they're protecting the law. Like there's a whole thing
Yeah.
about them being protecting the law, right?
Okay.
And many paladins, not all, many paladins are martial in nature, but not always because they're charismatic as well. They can be. So being able to either diffuse their situation or if it has to accelerate, God forbid that has to happen, having both the ability to be charismatic and uphold the law, I think works really well for a paladin.
Okay. How do you guys feel about that? You think that translates pretty easily?
Yeah, sounds pretty logical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it makes a policeman is a. How about you guys? Do you feel like in a role play setting, a policeman or a paladin might kind of fall within the same realm of reality? Probably. Okay. All right. We got a few head nods out there. We got looks like Casey Jones in the back row. Hi, Casey.
I have an idea.
Go for it.
So this is this is a stretch. I think that a ranger is a ranger.
Oh, like a park ranger.
Yeah.
I like that. That's.
Oh, I thought you meant like an airborne ranger,
I bet-
No,
yeah,
like a
I
park
mean,
ranger.
You know,
a pink
Is what
ranger.
I'm.
there you go, Pink Ranger. The
Park.
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 Jones is here. He was the Black Power Ranger on Mighty Morphin.
Oh.
He could have been a ranger.
But no, like a park ranger
Yeah.
is a ranger
I
because
like
you know
that. Yeah.
Also druid.
that's also druids. Anything
Also,
to do with animals and nature
also could be a paladin, like a nature paladin.
could be.
Dabble a little bit in multi-classing. That might be an interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I like the ability to traverse through, nature and stuff
Yep.
better and everything like that. I think obviously there are the skills that don't normally happen in the real world,
right.
but I don't think. I think if a real park ranger was to pick a favorite enemy, it would probably be like
Yogi Bear.
litterers or something.
Oh, that's a cool shredder walking by. Sorry, PopCon cosplay
ADD. Yeah.
ADD. Yeah, sorry.
ADHD.
Well,
Whoa.
no, I like that. So a park ranger as a ranger makes a lot of sense. I definitely think that it can dabble into a little bit of like a druidic dedication or paladin dedication. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. I guess rangers kind of have a little bit more survival instincts as well, so they could maybe lean in a little bit to like medicine and healing and stuff like that. Not necessarily as deep as like a cleric would be, but I think that they can definitely kind of aid in that. And speaking of cleric, I feel like the easy low-hanging fruit would probably be like a healthcare worker, like a nurse or a doctor for a
Druid.
cleric.
Everyone is a druid, Lance says.
A druid. I think that's when I think of, especially when I think of like the dynamic of our podcast, right? I feel like a lot of people might agree that when you look at a Dr. Deb, she is very passionate about her career, and she's very passionate about making sure that she provides great health care to those who are in need. And I do think that there is definitely an element there that would very easily translate into a cleric, especially because, from my experience, having a cleric that has been so close to death so many times early on in my character's career, the clerics in Pathfinder are not necessarily always designed to be the same kind of clerics in second ed that they were in first. They're a little squishier. Sure. They take a little bit more damage than what you would really want them to.
And obviously I don't know much about this personally, but I feel like because of how clerics work, because whenever we're playing characters, they're adventuring and things like that, it'd be something more akin to like a military medic, something like that, perhaps.
Yeah. Field medics.
Yeah, field medic.
That do the healing, if they're a healing cleric, because you don't have to be a healing cleric nowadays.
True.
It's true.
Right? But yeah, it's the pull you away and treat you for your wounds immediately, then do the major healing later.
Yeah.
But they can also be like frontline fighters because they are
Yep.
armored casters.
Yeah. So I'm gonna twist a little bit on that one because I think clerics are interesting, especially. This is not meant to be a controversial take. This is more of there are doctors who heal in different ways. Those that would focus more on medicinal cures are almost alchemists as opposed to clerics because they're utilizing potion making and creations and whatnot.
Okay.
I mean, even some of the functional medicine doctors and nurse practitioners, whatever, that are out there that are trying to use more herbal and natural medicines as healing tinctures almost, more lean in that alchemical, even possibly druid. And interestingly, clerics, though they don't have to be religiously oriented anymore. For a long time, they were. So whether it be the belief in a higher being or a belief in the body itself, those are more, you see doctors that tend to focus more in that almost spiritual realm. So I don't know. Maybe it's a little on the neutral, sitting on the fence side of things, but I can see alchemists as an argument.
No, that's a good
mean,
one.
I don't like disagree, but honestly, because of how alchemy is more like it leans more towards science, I think that's just like normal doctors that prescribe medicine and stuff, right? Because
If that's the case, then doctors are wizards because they go to school for a long time.
There's that too. Yeah, completely. No, I mentioned that because, for example, allopathic versus osteopathic. Deb is an osteopathic doctor.
I'm sorry. What do those things mean?
That's where I'm going.
Okay.
Allopathic is your standard MD. There's
Okay.
a certain set of all doctors, at least in the United States, are required to have X amount of study and requirements just to be named a doctor in medicine in this country. Osteopaths have that same set of requirements, but they also add in osteopathic manipulative treatment, which is not quite that of a chiropractic, but neuromuscular manipulation.
Natural body
Oh,
design,
monk wizard?
healing, stuff like that.
Kind of, sure. I can it is utilizing the focus on the science of what the body is capable of. They tend to go there first before going to medicine. Not that they push off medicine, but they
Right.
prefer to go to the body first. Versus allopathic, it's that same thing. You tend to notice allopaths are more medicinal than natural, and osteopaths kind of flip that. Versus naturopaths are all natural, and then shady pharmacists are all medicine. Just the shady ones.
So rogue.
That. Huh?
So now
So
we're
rogue.
including rogue.
It's good poison. It's good poison.
Yeah.
That's the doctor's lawyer is the rogue,
There you go.
I mean, I think that a
not practice
good
lawyer.
cover job for Rogue is a locksmith. I mean, come on.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Who else has like experience with locks like rogues do?
Home security salesman would be a good job for a
Like,
rogue.
Yeah, good job for a rogue. Mm-hmm.
Then you have a
Keep
back
it
door to all the stuff.
Professional safe crackers.
Keep a list of these when you're looking to figure out how to fill in your profession trait or profession skill in your role-playing game.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, I know we were talking about doctors being low-hanging fruit. A class that I haven't actually played a lot as a player, but I feel like definitely get tagged for in real life is a bard, which I think is all about personality. I think there's definitely, obviously with bards in Pathfinder, you have a select skill list or spell list and things like that. But I think overall, your bards are supposed to be people who bolster the party, keep nasty effects away by continuing to mentally manipulate the battlefield and doing things like that. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but just like inspiring courage, inspiring competence. Those are all things that you are being influenced by a bard in order to do better because you feel better about yourself. which is very much, they are the kind of the mental health manipulator of the party.
They're the therapists.
Kind of, yeah. I would say that you could very easily slip into like a therapist role and still be a bard.
Or a kindergarten teacher.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, like a musician or an actor, somebody like that. Those are easy translations into being a bard. But what about you, Josh Avital? Do you have any? How many occupations bleed into being a bard?
A lot.
Yeah.
I mean, bards, because bardic performance can be so many different things.
Right.
There are so many performances, so many performers in real life that, if you're just looking at that aspect of it, it could be ballet dancer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Because it can actually be dance, which is
Yeah.
a wild thing to think about.
I mean, podcasters are bards.
No, I'm a scald.
You're a skald? Oh, okay. The barbarian himself.
Barbarian. What's interesting? You brought up ballerina or like ballet dancer. That also makes me think of like gymnasts and people.
Oh, yeah.
who do like
Ice
if you're doing-
skaters.
and even almost to the point of like, do you guys remember like those strongman competitions or like not strongman, but the ones that they would do that were like people like ripping telephone books and stuff, and they would do it for like a church function. Do you ever remember?
The power team.
Yeah, the power team. Yes. Which to me, I feel like not very bardic, but it is a performance, and they do have a message that they're trying to use to inspire people. So, I mean, it kind of just translates into a strength-based bard character, if you will. Would you guys agree with me, or not really on that end?
I'd go there clerics.
Cleric?
Yeah, because they're combat, like they're building themselves up to be
Okay.
strong, but they're also using their faith
Okay,
to build their strength.
gotcha.
Well, and barbarians, for example, don't have to be stupid. I mean, the illiteracy
They don't?
is just in fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
In that instance, I could absolutely see rage being utilized as a power lifter or something along
Oh,
those lines.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. They do
Yeah,
yell
so
a
like
lot.
yeah, bodybuilders and power lifters and stuff being barbarians. Especially like when they've got those smelling salts and they just like flip out.
What about professional wrestlers? Are they bards?
Ooh.
Barbarians?
If you're scald, yeah.
I think either that or like a fighter with a bard dedication.
But you got a lot of monk in there, too. Like, most of them are unarmed
Yeah.
fighters.
Yeah.
Most of them. I mean, your Mick Foley's, Sandmans, those hardcore guys, you might be more in the fighter realm or, drunken master type things, but
Right.
Uh,
Does it make more sense to say that bard is kind of bard is almost like a catch-all that ended up turning into a class? Because I feel like you could be anything with a good enough performance rank
yeah.
and be considered a quote-unquote bard. You know what I mean? Like you could be a fighter with a really good performance rank and be a wrestler. You could be somebody. You could be somebody who dedicates their life on learning law, like a paladin, and then be a barrister and go in to inspire a jury, and that is just a performance skill thing.
Oratory is a
Right.
performance. I mean, because so many things can be looked at as a performance,
Yeah.
like a bard really can cover a lot.
Right.
I mean, and we're not even looking at like
Motivational
big
speaker.
performers, motivational speakers, absolutely. Big performers like, pop stars and rock stars that perform on stage and stuff. Those are big performances that make people feel emotions. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Right.
What's a fireman?
a
Or fire person? Excuse me.
firefighter.
Firefighter.
Fighter.
Fighter.
Oh, that's straight up fighter? Is you think? They just
No,
combat
I mean
fire?
firefighter is the term.
Oh, okay.
Gender neutral term.
Yes, I could get behind fighter for firefighter.
Yeah.
Like
Think
a
about
ranger with ranger.
Yeah, think about it. They have to put on armor. They go into every battle with some weapon, whether it be an axe or the fire hose itself. They're helmeted, like they are effectively in fireproof full plate when they go into these buildings. So I'm
I'm going to go cleric or druid.
Getting cleric or
Druid.
I want to know why
Everyone's a
cleric.
druid.
I kind of get why druid.
Because they can both do the create water.
Great water's good. Great water's good.
I was just thinking about you said something about firefighter being a fighter, and I also feel like a occupation and a class that we don't talk about very often, but the occupation being going back to your police officer is a gunslinger, right? Or like a military person being a gunslinger.
Sure, like a sniper.
Yeah,
in the
because
military,
they're specially trained for certain
Ranger Rogue.
certain like certain they're trained to be able to use certain technologies, ballistic technologies and things like that. What did you say, Lance?
A ranger.
Ranger? Yeah.
That's why they're called rangers.
You mean Army Rangers?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I just mean like in general like
They're called
A sol-
rangers
a
because
soldier-
Gary Gygax
Because they
made it
do a
up.
lot of ranged combat.
Oh, okay.
Hey yo.
All right.
He's here for the rest of the day.
Nice. All right. Well, let's talk. I think we dabbled a little bit in monk when we talked about wrestling, but what occupation do you think easily translates into the monk class?
Chiropractor.
You took the.
Explain.
Well,
You thought,
okay,
I was thinking the same thing, but I couldn't rationalize it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do my best here because chiropractors do have an immense amount of training.
Sure.
And there is a doctorate available in said training. There's doctorates available in almost everything.
Okay.
They are using particularly unarmed offense
Hopefully,
to
hopefully, if they're a
right-
chiropractor, they're using unarmed.
Jagger. No, to do it's physical. It's grapple. Like it
Sure.
effectively is grapple to manipulate bones and usually primarily bones,
Okay.
but and muscles and whatnot. It is. So when monks who specialize in utilizing those armored attacks that a lot of times are grapplers,
Uh huh.
that their job doesn't require them to be in any armor. They wear scrubs. They
Sure.
like the monk's gi is scrubs. Like it's
Okay. How do you feel about like a UFC fighter?
I would also go that route too, but I could see, especially now with a Pathfinder Second Edition, where unarmored defense is a way you can go as a fighter.
Right.
With unarmored strikes and whatnot, you could roll that into fighter as well, depending on your game system. But I'd still land on monk because of martial arts training.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. It's like they're because of like as an MMA fighter, right? You're splashing in lots of different types of stances and lots of different types of like hand-to-hand combat disciplines. And I do feel like the easiest translation in my head is like a mixed martial artist going into like a monk class, something along those lines. Yeah. We got Mandalorians.
The best two.
That's right.
From the show.
That's right. All right. So we talked about monks.
What class are Mandalorians?
What class are Mandalorians?
That's an interesting question.
Ranger. You just gave the argument for Ranger, especially
Well,
armored Rangers.
Artificer.
Artificer. I would say Mandalorian as a culture, everything kind of fits within Mandalorians. But I think primarily, I do like the idea of an artificer, but I think I would say primarily it would be like fighters of different types.
Okay. Like Techno Fighter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not Tecmo Fighter. That's a video
Tecmo
game.
fighter. Yeah. There you go.
All right. Well, not. What about specific Mandalorians? Like
Ooh,
the
okay.
Mandalorian.
So
Din
Din
Djarin?
Djarin.
Yeah.
I would say Din Djarin is probably. I think Din Djarin is definitely a gunslinger. He's a bounty hunter kind of guy. Like he uses a rifle early on, and then he uses like a pistol style blaster. And when you see him use anything besides a knife in hand-to-hand combat, like he can slug it out, but like when he tries to use the Darksaber, he struggles, which means he doesn't have a super tight connection to like the force elements that it takes to be able to do that competently. And so I definitely think he's very much he's more of a weaponed combat expert that doesn't use force sensitivity for anything, which to me would be like a gunslinger.
It's a magic weapon that needs attunement.
Say again?
The saber is a magic weapon that needs attunement.
Yeah.
Right. I would agree with that.
Makes sense. Use magical device.
Yeah.
I'd go with gunslinger as well, but I thought Lance's argument about ranger with the military was valid too. So
Yeah.
kind
And-
of fits in there.
He's also a pilot.
The
That's true.
the part of the Mandalorian culture with the not taking off the helmets and stuff, just that part of it lends itself to some type of paladin.
That's a good point. That's a
So
good
like
point.
I just forgot her name. The the lady. That one. The lady.
Oh,
Mandalorian.
Bo-Katan? Are
Thank
you
you.
talking
Yeah.
about Bo-Katan? Okay.
So like
I was like, lady. Which lady?
yeah,
Sorry.
the
Got
lady
it.
in
Bo-Katan.
the Mandalorian, yeah. So like, would someone like that, or be like broken oath paladin
I
type
could,
thing?
I
don't
can see that.
I don't know
could
that
see
much
that.
about paladins.
No, I could
So-
see that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I could see her mentality diving into a paladin. I
Because
would.
weapons are their religion.
I will say though,
Oh yeah.
because Bo-Katan does criticize Din Djarin early on for him having not taken off his helmet, I would almost say that if she is a paladin, maybe she's an ex-paladin. If you're looking at it towards like because Din Djarin is raised by people who are the is it Death Watch? Yeah, Death Watch, which are like a sect of Mandalorians that are very much attuned with like their armor and how it's an extension of themselves and stuff like that. Whereas Bo-Katan is not affiliated with that group, so they have a slightly different take on it. It's a tool to be used. It is something that is personal, but it's not necessarily like an extension the same way. So I think she could definitely still qualify for Paladin. I think she would just be a very different kind of Paladin than one like somebody who is a Night Watch Mandalorian, like a Din Djarin.
And there are a lot of jobs that are just commoner class jobs,
Commoner class, like what?
like construction worker
Okay.
or plumber.
Bus driver.
Yeah.
So the trades.
Trades. Yeah,
Well,
trade work.
Not just the trades, but the everyday man jobs there is a commoner class for those.
Yeah,
Sure.
absolutely. I wouldn't give a supermarket, like having been somebody who pushed carts and bagged groceries, I would not call myself,
A fighter.
no. No.
Okay. All right. So, to extend our discussion, let's take
Drop
these.
our phone.
Yeah. Right. Let's take these commoner style occupations, and let's say they're forced into becoming an adventurer of some sort. What would be the easiest transition into some of these commoner classes? So, like your grocery store checkout person, or your greeter at Walmart, or your construction worker, plumber, tradesman. What would be a class that would be easiest for them to translate into if they had to take up arms and defend themselves against goblins and dragons and orcs?
All right. So militarily,
Druids?
can you hold a weapon? If you can hold a weapon, then you're a infantryman.
Okay.
If you can't hold a weapon for whatever reason, you become support. So you become either kitchen staff or you become medical, like helping people dress wounds, whatever.
Okay.
So you become a support person.
Gotcha. So a support class versus like a melee class is what you're saying.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Which is what like the bard is. It's a support
Right.
class.
Right.
Yeah, I just don't see grocery worker magically becoming a sorceress. I mean, granted, Harry Potter was raised to live under a set of stairs, and he became a wizard, but I'd be surprised by one of those.
What skills? What skills?
Warlock.
From oh, there you go.
To sell your soul.
Yeah, yeah. What skills from somebody who's like a grocery checkout worker do you see being beneficial to having to take up the call of adventuring? Maybe they're
Ooh, a Nodwick.
level one. What's that?
A Nodwick.
A what?
What is that?
Nodwick is a character that carries everybody's stuff,
Oh,
like a
okay.
hireling.
Oh, from the gamers. It's like, well, Nodwick. I know that reference.
Okay.
Yeah, like the guy that carries the big backpack that has all the wizard's stuff in it, so the wizard who has a strength of 4 doesn't have to worry about it. Also, a.k.a. the pack mule.
So Arthur at the beginning of Sword in the Stone.
There's an ent over there.
There is an ent, Treebeard.
That's amazing.
I'll tell you what,
Very
if you've
good.
never come to PopCon, especially on a Saturday when everybody's in their costume,
don't do a podcast with people with ADD because that's
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, all right. So we're talking a little bit about occupations translating into RP classes, and we've opened the door into things that wouldn't necessarily translate into an RP class. So I'm gonna kind of play into that a little bit. So let's say you're a grocery store worker and your grocery store gets attacked by a dragon and you have to become the immediate adventurer. You're the only one there to defend the little old lady who's buying milk and bread. What do you think is the first thing you would do in this hypothetical situation in order to defend yourself and this person?
What are you again specifically?
You're a grocery checkout person
Okay.
against a dragon.
A dragon.
I would find the entire meat department and throw it as a distraction.
Okay, all right, I like that.
Yeah.
What kind of dragon? Is it a fire-breathing dragon?
You know what? I'll let you define that, Lance. What
'Cause
kind of
if it-
dragon are we up against?
If it's a fire-breathing dragon, I'm gonna lock myself in the freezer.
Okay, all right,
Oh,
all right. I like that. So we'll say it's a fire-breathing dragon for this scenario.
get the
Lance
fire
is gonna-
extinguisher.
Fire extinguisher. Lock themselves in a freezer. All right. Throw a bunch of meat as a distraction.
Lock the little old lady in the.
I like that. I like that. See, I think you do your best to try and heave-ho a propane tank at its face, so that if it does use a breath weapon, it explodes.
Yeah, but it'd be immune to fire.
Yeah, it's immune to that.
Okay, I didn't say it was a great plan. I'm a checkout worker at a grocery store here,
That's fair.
fighting
Yeah,
a dragon.
shrapnel
Do
might be.
do
a
you
thing.
have the strength
Shrapnel?
to lob a full propane tank at a dragon?
You know what? I would say at least one.
Have you pushed
Maybe
a string
not
of
more than
carts?
one.
Have you pushed a string of carts?
Yeah.
It requires some strength.
Yeah.
Have you had to unload a pallet of frozen turkeys?
Yes.
That takes some strength.
Yeah.
I've worked at UPS for 20 years.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. 100%. Oh, that's a good question. Okay. How would a logistical worker translate into like an RP class? What might that or is that another like tradesperson?
I mean, it's kind of because like in society, like even if you go back in history, there are still people that like carry messages and parcels and things from place to place. Now, there's some kind of, if you call that logistics, there are people that do that like
Yeah.
wherever basically.
Right.
So if someone that did my job suddenly had to do adventure party type things, I would say it's quite possible that they have a decent amount of strength.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, because there's some really tiny looking people that load package cars.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, how? But they have some strength. They're used to like carrying stuff around. If it's not necessarily making them good at fighting, but
Right.
Something that requires strength.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
I'm with you. I got it. Okay. So now that we've kind of talked about all these different occupations that could translate into a single RP, okay? Let's say you are trying to build out an adventuring party of people who have skills that might translate into a good balance. So we're at PopCon, and we are tasked by the ancient Treant over there to quest and go out and find the One Ring, right? But we have to use people who are in normal, everyday occupations that we know will eventually translate into adventuring classes. What are we going after in order to build out this party?
Movie critic
A movie critic
knows
Okay.
the entire story.
Already. They just already know how it works. All right?
They've watched it a bunch.
Yeah.
Or librarian. Same thing.
Librarian. Yeah, there you
Librarian. Okay, so that's a wizard.
go. Oh, yeah. I
Like
agree.
a librarian. You know?
I agree. A
'Cause
wizard
they're just
being a
around
librarian.
books all the time. you
Yeah.
know?
Okay.
But no.
What edition are we playing?
What?
What edition are we playing?
Currently second ed
Because elf is a class.
class. That is true. That is true.
We need an elf.
Is
in
a class?
in first ed.
I don't know what that means, but all right.
Yeah, because
Uh-oh.
they didn't separate
guys,
between
guys,
race.
we need to
species,
stop
and
this for a
class.
sec.
It was all.
Don, we
Yeah.
we
What
we
is-
have some guests,
What
some
is
There's a
visitors.
problem.
Oh, we have some visitors.
We
have
do.
some
Podcast.
guests.
Am I in trouble?
For anyone listening to the visual podcast,
Oh.
there's
You
some
brought the
Mandalorians
family?
coming up, and they're looking
we-
at Josh.
Yeah, we have an entire
With
crew of
great
Mandalorians
suspicion.
here, and I feel like they may be here to
I gotta
get
go.
Josh.
All right.
You know, it's not the smartest thing in the world to try and hide from the Mandalorians at the live podcast stage at PopCon.
Especially when I was warned.
Wow.
Well, yeah, I'll let them.
All right.
finish
I
it.
think
All right.
I think we should let them do their
Kidnapped
thing.
by adorable.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Let's go.
Wish
Every
me luck.
year.
Shame
every
him.
year, this guy. Every
Shame
year.
him.
I'm a bounty? Oh my god, I see that. This is your fault. You're coming out this, and you're not helping. Like here, fine. Oh, I mean, oh, great. Like, oh, so you have to hold on to me now. Yeah, thanks. It's her fault. Go ahead, shame me. Girls! Your Majesty! I didn't do. Okay, look. I am getting taken everywhere by these people. Everybody's coming after me like I did something wrong. I was just sitting there recording a podcast, and then look at this. This cute. I always owe the wrong person credits. Oh, we're going the long way. Great. They're going to shame me everywhere. How do you keep letting him talk you into this? Does he pay for it? Is that what's happening? Yes. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh cool. Sure. Yeah. But look, I got a nice tour of PopCon. I get it. I owe money.
You know you really owe a lot of money when Din comes out.
Yeah, clearly. Goodness gracious. Yeah, shame. Thanks. You would. They're bringing out the big gun. I mean, goodness gracious. He's following me. She's following me again. But the worst is the kids. The little girls ringing bells at me. Like I'm some sort of criminal. I can't believe this. I mean, even the corner arcades people aren't going to help me. We're gamers. Come on.
They know better than all the Din behind them. Nobody wants to mess with them.
That's fair. Can I bribe you with boba tea? No?
Mandalorians don't take bribes.
Okay. I don't know how accurate that is, but
We have our honor.
that's true. That's true. You are a very honorable people.
You gotta be a double patient. It doesn't break you out of jail for the right amount of credit.
Well, I got a few, but I have to at least make it to the jail first because they paid for that. I mean, I paid for that. I mean, I haven't paid yet. I don't know. Oh, look, a big dragon. I like dragons.
Dragon.
Help me. Somebody pay my bounty. Help me. Help me. Help me. Oh,
Hang on. Hang on.
oh, we got to stop for crickets.
There you go.
Oh.
Can give it gifts.
Oh, there's swords.
Pressure goes away.
Now they have swords
That way.
to chase away.
No, great. They're going to stab me. They have bells and swords. I know. I'm going to jail. Oh, got to see the Ghostbusters.
Shame.
I am not shamed.
Shame. Shame.
You too?
Look at that tag on her.
Oh,
Jason.
Oh, that's easy.
help me, Vigo.
All right.
He's just standing there. You'll help me, right, Stay Puft?
Ah.
Don't let them take me. What? You're just gonna stand there while I do this to me?
All right. Give you a little jail cell, sir.
You go into here.
I go into there. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I'm going in here. I'm in jail. You see this? You see this? I'm in jail, and all of them put me in here, including the little ones.
Sound fun.
You guys are so adorable. I don't even feel bad being in jail because of you. Thank you.
Look at the picture. Look at mom.
Oh,
Look at mom.
Like, yes, there are
This is
3
impressive.
children as
love
well
it.
as 3 adults. For anyone who
They're,
listens
they're
to this
putting the
podcast
shackles
later,
on him right now.
it's great. It's amazing. Oh, they're shackling him too. Oh wow!
Nice.
I don't think
And
that's
now
a punishment, honestly.
They're taking right yeah, to be handcuffed to another Mandalorian. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Oh man, they're
Shame,
taking Josh
shame.
off. They're taking him.
There he goes. There
Wow.
He goes.
Well, I feel like this might be his last episode. I don't know.
Well,
Wow.
it was
Again, something that you can experience at PopCon Indy is the incredible Mandalorian mercs who will come and pick you up in the middle of your podcast or whatever you might be doing.
Isn't it for charity?
It is for charity.
for charity,
That's right.
guys.
I don't remember exactly what.
Get your friends
but,
arrested.
But they do raise money. It is
By
a
Mandalorians
nonprofit
for
organization,
charity.
which is cool. All right.
So yeah, I do that every year.
I love it. I love it. Every year it gets better and better and better. So what's funny is they walked by earlier, and I was like, I wonder if they've been paid off. And then they walked by looking for somebody else, and then came back, and I was like, oh no, they're here for Josh. They're here for Josh.
Yes, I knew
So,
this was going to happen.
That's good
It's too
stuff.
bad we don't have a producer of the podcast anymore, but you
No,
know
that's
what?
all right.
That's
We'll-
all right. I mean,
We'll get over it.
We've got Brandon here. He can save us if we need it. He knows how to turn things on and off. It's his stuff.
Anyways,
Okay, so the question that we posed was we're building out, using normal everyday occupations, we're building out our party.
okay.
We're trying to cherry pick certain people, certain occupations in order to do it. Lance, it's the 3 of us, and then we got to pick one more person each in order to fill out our party? Okay, I'm going to let you choose first.
Oh, I chose the librarian or
That's
the
right, the
movie critic.
librarian. That's right. Avital.
I mean, it kind of depends on, how, because there are people that do martial arts and
Yeah.
there are, or is it somebody that I can find here right away? I
Right.
don't know. Like, how do I have to pick? It depends on the thing. We could get Deb,
Oh,
our
yeah.
doctor.
That's true. Yeah,
Dr.
that'd be an
Deb,
easy. That'd be an easy
There's
pull.
one, right?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
She's part of the party, so she would work well with the
Right.
party.
Right.
Even if she's not here right now.
Right. And we already have a rogue because Josh keeps getting arrested year after year after year by the Mandalorian mercs. So we don't need a
He's gotta be-
rogue.
Yeah.
I would want a helicopter pilot.
A helicopter
Oh.
pilot.
Yes, because instead of walking the whole way to Mountain Doom, we could just ride. In
Oh, that's
style,
true.
Drop it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty easy.
The
at that
helicopter is
point.
called Eagle One.
Eagle One. Dig it.
That's so funny. I love that.
I'm so funny.
I love that. Okay, and then I would say. Oh, yes.
actually-
Sorry.
so-
Go ahead.
But having someone that's the doctor, right? So, but Deb's not here, right? However, thinking about actual, like, if we have to go do something right now, is somebody like an EMT who's
Yep.
more used to, like, doing quick, like, emergency things.
Field medicine.
Yeah, field medicine, basically. Like, as we are going on this quest for the One Ring, like, immediately. That type of thing, perhaps, is...
I'd also want
quite
like
useful,
just
more.
any random geek out here to be able to tell me like, no, that's not the right ring. That's the ring that they used in this scene, but the real ring was the one that was over here because it glows under the light of the fire.
Your ring is in another castle. But
I want that guy right there, just that random guy dressed up as a wizard.
I like
right
it.
there, just that
I
one.
like it. Just that one. We had a wizard-looking guy earlier today, and in our charity game, our never-ending dungeon game.
Dr. Emeritus Emerald.
Yes, that's right. I could not remember any of that, so I just started calling him other Forgotten Realms characters like Elminster and stuff
Ed
like
Greenwood.
that. Yeah, Ed Greenwood. So I think I would probably go for a probably an on-site security guard. One, because they're equipped with, hopefully, they're equipped with the skills of being aware and being able to keep an eye on our surroundings. Also, a lot of the security here are problem solvers, which is great. So if you have something that you need a little bit of help with, just out of nowhere, they can help you out with that. But I think also, because most of the time you find a security guard, they are also educated in some form of first aid and first response. It may be limited, but always having a little bit of a backup healer is never a bad idea.
That's so fair.
And security, they may be already skilled in some sort of like hand-to-hand combat or self-defense or something like that. They may not be, but
Good against orcs.
yeah.
As long as you make sure it's actual security and not the poor, like, volunteers.
Oh,
that guard
yeah.
the doors.
Oh, yeah.
Leave them alone.
Yeah, leave them alone. They
Or
are
security.
they're wonderful people that are here to make sure everybody has a badge to get in and out.
No, we want
So.
paid security.
Yeah, absolutely. The guys who do it for a living.
Mercenaries.
Yeah. Yes, mercenaries. That's exactly what that's what we had just a second ago. And then they took Josh away from us. So, that being said, I think we have come to the end of our discussion, the end of our talk. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, Lance and Avital. Josh, he was here, but he's
Thanks,
gone.
Josh.
Sorry, Josh,
Yeah.
but I'm not sorry.
Jeez.
For a good cause.
Sorry, not sorry. That's right.
Bye, Josh.
We hope that you guys had a good time with us. We know, obviously, PopCon is always kind of a crazy opportunity for us to record with lots of things going on. So you guys don't necessarily see those things going on because you're facing the wall. But as we have been podcasting, there have been some really cool people going around in Power Rangers costumes, and Shredder came
Japanese.
by earlier. There's been, what'd you say?
Like the Japanese version of
That's
the
right. That's right. Like a samurai version of the White
White
Ranger. Yeah, it's
Very cool.
It's wild. Make sure you get a chance to, or make sure you take the opportunity to come to PopCon Indy. We would love to meet you if you want to come and check it out. Now, If, again, you are new to our podcast, The Established Facts, at the end of every podcast, we like to establish a fact. This can be a quip, a line that somebody came up with, something clever, or just something right off the top of our heads. And for our PopCon 2026 episode of The Established Facts, we have established, when in doubt, you're always a druid.
Get a druid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I figured it was
That's it.
going to go back
Yeah.
to the druid.
That's it.
You know,
When in doubt, you're always a
it
druid.
just happens.
Well, we love you guys. We thank you so much for hanging out with us and being here. We thank PopCon for allowing us to be here as well.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
We will see you soon, and we will check you later.
Bye.
Deuces. Thanks, guys.
It's too bad the producer's not here.
I know.
Like,
we don't
shut
have a
everything
cool
off.
producer
Hit
to
the off
turn off
switch.
the off
I don't know
switch.
how to hit an off switch.
Do we just hit the record button again?
How does that work?
I don't know. If only we had somebody running the podcast stage that could tell me how to turn this off.
Yeah, but that's our
Trying to
equipment.
help?
That's not the podcast stage's equipment.
Yeah, do you know how to... Yeah, I think we just hit the record button, but...
Yeah, well, there's that stuff that's up here, but then there's
and then
our
there's this
equipment that's
stuff.
like
Right.
3 cameras that are recording us on Josh's equipment.
All right.
If you don't,